I want to tell you a story. I was fighting in my 9th professional fight, and the guy who I was fighting against got told if he beats me, he is going to get a big contract from my promoter. So this guy would do absolutely anything to get that W, and that meant he was going to fight dirty. In the second round, he headbutted me so hard that I ended up getting 50 stitches across my eye. And from the state of my eye, you can see here,
That's a nasty cut over the left eye of Tony Jeffries.
I didn't lose the fight because I did this immediately after. Ba-ba! Knocked him out. Right? And he would have got that big contract with me promoter. He should have been disqualified, but he wasn't. On this video, I'm going to go through the 10 dirtiest moves that I see in boxing. Starting off with some little cheeky ones that I used to do, going all the way down to the downright disgusting, where the fighters should be banned from the sport if they do these illegal things in boxing. Starting with the first one. This is something that I used to do all the time. And what it is, if the referee was over here and I was inside with my opponent there, I would try and grab his arm and get hold of him there, and then I would be hitting him on this side. He is now getting angry, trying to pull that arm out, but because the referee's over there, I would get away with this move, and this would frustrate your opponent. It is illegal because you're not supposed to hold in boxing, but it's a little cheeky one that I used to get away with, so I used to do it. And moving on to this next move in boxing, it's something else that I would do, and I learned this when I fought the Netherlands champion. He would be doing this to me. So what it is, when we were inside and we got into a clinch here, and I would put my arms out like this. Now, it looks to the referee that he is holding me, but I am holding him. Try and pull your arms out a little bit. So look, now he's holding me, and I'd be like this to the referee looking. The referee would say to my opponent, stop holding, and he's like, what? I'm not even holding. So again, what I would do would be in the clinch. I would grab it. I've got my elbows tight now. He's trying to pull his arms out. And also I would move forward, looking at the referee like this. Now I've got that tight grip of his arms within my arms, and I'm looking at the referee saying, this guy's holding. He's not holding, but now he's getting warned for holding. So I guess it is an illegal move, but at the same time, I'm not really hurting him. I'm just annoying him more than anything else, which is great. I want to annoy my opponent. Just like the next one here. Can you see what I'm doing here? Do you see that? Huh? Take a look again. We're here, we're moving around. Look at my foot. I'm standing on his foot. This right here is an illegal, dirty move in boxing. I'm not really causing him any harm, so that's why I would often do this. But what this does, it annoys him. And if he's stepping back when I do it, that can actually drop him on the floor, like he could fall down like that, which often happens. Now he's getting up and he's saying, he's standing on my foot. I'm getting in his head with some psychology tricks. And with these ones, I'm not really hurting anybody. I'm just annoying them, breaking/bending the rules. But the ones later on this, yeah, I would never recommend doing them ones. But this next one, again, it's bending the rules. It's going to annoy your opponent, and it is illegal. And what this one is when we're up close again in the clinch here, I'm going to try and hold the back of his head like this. And I've got a good grip on there. The referee's over there, and because I've got him here, I could hit him from this side. So come around here. I could hit him there. I'm not a fan of that one. Because I've got his head there, I can hit him with an uppercut, I can throw him with body shots, but more than anything else, I can control him. If I've got his head there, I can control him and put him where I want to put him and, control that ring. But if the referee sees you holding the back of someone's head, he's going to see it. Stop holding his bloody head, mate, and you could get a warning or a point took off. Now, moving on to number 6. This is something that Floyd Mayweather used to do, which I'm not a fan of, and that is when he was inside, close on his opponents there, he would create distance by using his forearm. And he would do like a forearm smash, hitting them with the hard part of the arm there to, create that distance and then follow up with them punches. So again, if I'm inside here, putting this hard forearm on his head and pushing him away. And then other ways of doing this, which Floyd would also do, is if your opponent's coming in fast, is blocking with the forearm there. And it's okay because it's hitting his arms, he knows what's coming. But if that was the head, it's going to cause damage. And from here, what he would do to create that space, he would create the space with the forearm, whom, then whipping them punches. Illegal move in boxing. I wouldn't recommend doing that one. The other ones on this video, like I showed you earlier on, I would recommend them, but not publicly. I wouldn't see it in public. I recommend these dirty moves to anyone, because that would mean I'm telling people to break law. So I wouldn't do that publicly. But yeah, that one I definitely wouldn't do. Now we're moving on to the 5 dirtiest moves in boxing. Some of these are absolutely disgusting. But I just want to say first is that every great boxer has great footwork. They're not doing them dirty moves, but they've got great footwork. Now, if you want to improve your footwork, you should check out the Boxing Footwork Academy. This has got over 50 drills that I've created that helped me have success in winning an Olympic medal, winning a European gold medal, being an undefeated professional boxer, and being a coach now for years. These drills and techniques are amazing. For more information on them, you can go to boxingfitness.com/footwork, or click the link below or scan here and check out the Boxing Footwork Academy. Now, number 5, this is something that Mike Tyson would do when he was really aggressive. And that was, if his opponent decided to hold him from here, what he would do from there, he would push up that elbow and really try to lock in that elbow and push it the opposite way to hurt and injure his opponent. And he would do that on both sides as well. So if his opponent's right arm's inside here, there, I'm pushing that up, really could damage my opponent's elbow. Absolutely disgusting move right there that you should never do. But not as disgusting as number 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, starting with number 4 is what we've just seen. What my opponent did to me with that headbutt. Headbutting your opponent, again, it's disgusting. It can really damage your opponent like it damaged me. You see the cut on my face right here from that headbutt. But even after that cut got my stitches and it healed up, it still affected me in life, because I had to pull out of my next fight because of the scar tissue on that cut. Didn't heal up properly. It ended up costing me $20,000 through a training camp, surgery, and everything else, just through that one bloody headbutt. And headbutting is disgusting. We've seen Victor Ortiz do it to Floyd Mayweather.
Here we go, boom.
And then, just like my opponent, Tommy Tolan, what happened to him happened to Victor Ortiz as well, and rightly so. You deserve to get knocked out if you're headbutting someone. Now, moving on to number 3 is just as brutal as the last one, maybe even more. And this also happened to me when I was fighting in America against one of the American champions at the time. I was 18 years old, fighting in New York City, and I was breezing the fight. I was punching the guy everywhere. Then, at the end of the 3rd round, when the bell went, he went, whoom, hit me on the chin. My legs went like jelly, like really bad, and I went back to the corner. The referee said to the guy, "Hey, stop doing that. You should never hit after the bell." That's all the warning he got. But me, I got concussed. I can't even remember going out in that 4th round and fighting this guy. This has done long-term damage to my brain. I'm sure it has, because it was a bad concussion. And that was a deliberate punch after the bell. Guy should have been disqualified. I shouldn't have had to go in there for the 4th round and fight him and continue that fight. But I did, and I managed to win the fight. Punching after the bell, like you can see here. Now, that is disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed. Now, that can cause some serious damage, but so can number 2, what I'm going to talk about here. And this happens all the time in boxing, and fighters really should get penalized even more for it, because this can cause so much long-term damage. And the term that people use for this is rabbit punching, basically hitting your opponent on the back of the head. So if we're here and we're in a clinch like that, look, I can't really hit him anywhere other than the back of the head there, right? And this happens. And when you get hit on the back of the head, this makes your brain shake instantly and can affect your vision. It can make you feel dizzy. It can give you concussion. It can do serious long-term damage for hitting someone on the back of the head. Again, we see this all the time in fights. People are hitting the other guy on the back of the head.
Tomas Delorme, and it is dripping into his eyes on the ice.
It's pretty deep. I love his clash heads.
And for the viewer watching this, they often don't think that it's a big deal. But when you're in there and you've been hit on the back of the head, mate, it's bloody horrible. And again, it should be penalized even more than it is right now. But not as much as this next one. Number 1. This one is absolutely brutal. And if you do this, or if anyone does this, should be instantly disqualified and even get a ban from boxing as well. Now, before I talk about this one, I just want to see it. There is lots more dirty moves in boxing that I missed off here. Now, I'll quickly run through 4 of them that I don't think deserve to be in the top spot for the top 10 dirtiest moves. The first one, what Vladimir Klitschko used to do all the time. He would have his arm out, blocking his opponent's vision like this, and then whipping in that other punch. You're not supposed to have your arm out all the time. Like, just imagine this. We're fighting, and I'm there, and I've got my hand in front of your face, blocking your vision like that. And then all of a sudden, from there comes this big right hand, goodosh, and hits you on the chin, and you just slow motion. You're asleep. No, mate, but you know what I'm saying? This one is an illegal move. I don't think it's that bad compared to some of them and the one that I'm going to talk about right now, but I wanted to mention it. Now, the next one is a pop, a low blow. We see this often. Sometimes people do it on purpose, very, very rarely. But I've been hit low, and because I'm wearing a big protector, it does hardly any damage to me, but it can be very painful. Now, the next quick one is a shoulder strike. We're up close, hitting them with the shoulder. No one ever done this to me. I've not really seen much of it in boxing. When I think about this, I think about what Conor McGregor did to Cowboy Cerrone when he was smashing him with that shoulder. But again, I just wanted to quickly mention this. Now, the last one, which is a dirty move, spitting out the mouthpiece. When you want to rest, spit it out, but don't do it like that. You got to do it like accidental and getting a bit of a breather. So if you're absolutely knackered, mate, you know, I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. But now let's get on with the big one. This one is horrible. And we recently seen this, but I think it was more accidental than on purpose, in a YouTube boxing match. When KSI knocked out YouTuber Joe Fournier with one version of this illegal move. I'll show you the other version in a second. But as you can see on the screen right here, he hit him with his bloody elbow straight in the chin and he went down. Now that is one way of throwing this illegal move. Now the other version of this is when I will throw my lead hook, and rather than punching through and bringing my arm back to my face, but what some people will do, they'll throw the hook, they'll intentionally miss that hook and follow through with the elbow, boom, and smash someone in the nose. If you do that intentionally in boxing, you should be banned from the sport. Now, if you boxing train, there is a lot of mistakes that I see so many people making all of the time. But you know what the number one mistake is that I see? And do you know how to improve it? Well, I've created a full video right here where I show you about the number one mistake that I guarantee you're making, and I'll show you exactly how to improve it. So click here and watch this video next.